So this vlog was only supposed to be for the concerts of Renee Rapp, Hozier, and Zach Bryan. But a little while ago, I entered to win like a all expenses paid Kesha concert to where they fly you out to Las Vegas, I believe, but somewhere that's not Texas. And everything's paid for, like the trip, the hotel, the tickets, obviously, like meals, everything is paid for. And I don't think I won it, but I will put the picture here. I got a text today saying, "Hi Sophia, thank you for entering to win this giveaway. In rewards, we want to give you a pair of tickets to go see Kesha in concert tonight in Deep Ellum at the Bomb Factory." And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm still iffy on if they're real or not. So we shall see if they are real. I mean, it is now 4:22, the concert's at 8. I want to be there by 7 because it's standing room only, and I'm taking my friend Miranda, and she's 4'11". So we don't need to be in the back so she can't see anything. So we want to try to get there a little bit early. So I guess we will see if they are real, and if so, that'll be included in this vlog. I'm really hoping that they are real because I really do love Kesha. And if they're a scam, then we'll probably just go out to dinner in Deep Ellum and make a date of it. But I don't know, we'll see.
I've been through it, got no reason to run. I can hardly wait for it to finally be quick time. It'll be fine by just fine, I'm telling you, baby. These things eat at your bones and drive your young mind crazy. I recall what she said, she wanted to be dead, there ain't no grave keeping her. They can know the true warmth of the sun. I love to love my lady long and hard, lay down lines and lay me guitar. Gather around this table, boys. You bring your shame, I lose my voice.
Okay, y'all, let's talk about these concerts.
I have had the most fun going to all these concerts. Some were better than others, in my opinion. And I kind of wanted to get into that and tell you why I thought some were better than others. Starting from the beginning, I think the Renee Rapp concert was amazing. She has a really good stage presence and is really able to connect with the audience. This was a smaller venue, and so I think that kind of helped a little bit since she's not a huge artist necessarily. But I really thought that the Renee Rapp concert was amazing. Going with Maya, who she knew more of the songs than I did, it was really fun to kind of look over at her and see her having not necessarily more fun than I did, but knowing all of the words to almost all of the songs, unlike I did. Next, the Hozier concert was hands down so amazing. For him being such a big artist, at least in my books, venue was a lot smaller than what I would have imagined, which I think made it 10 times better. Having the audience being so close together and not in an uncomfortable way. In an uncomfortable way. You could really hear in some of the clips how the audience is singing back to him and how the audience's vocals really just shined. Next, for the Kesha concert, I don't know if I hyped it up too much in my head to where I thought it was going to be really good because I loved her so much and I was expecting a lot, or if it really just wasn't that great of a concert. And I know for being free tickets that I can't really complain, but it didn't feel like she was on stage for very long. And when she was, I felt like the majority of the time she didn't have like a main spotlight shining down on her. There were a lot of different blue or other colored lights that were on the stage, and so you could still see her, but you couldn't see her, if that makes sense. She also put a spin on a lot of her songs to where it was more of a rock feel than, I guess, what the origination of the song kind of felt like, which I didn't mind, but it was definitely a lot harder for the audience to sing along, not knowing how she was going to spin it and change the tempo and whatnot. Obviously the lyrics were still the same, but the tempo changed, and so that was a lot harder for us to kind of sing along with her. Finally, Zach Bryan concert. This experience was definitely interesting. I don't think that we had as bad of an experience as a lot of other people have that I have been able to see, whether it be on TikTok, Instagram, or talking to people that I know that went. But getting there, so from the house going to Snook Rodeo Grounds where it was hosted, it was supposed to be a 30-minute drive. You can see in the time lapse that I put in the traffic. It was like this, bumper to bumper, not going faster than 5 miles an hour. It ended up being almost a 2.5-hour drive that should have been 30 minutes. So many people were getting out and going to pee on the side of the roads, or going and jumping in the back of other people's tailgates that had beer or whatnot. And that was really interesting, really good people watching, to be honest. But I don't think that should have happened if they would have planned it better. Granted, Snook is small country roads leading straight to it, in and out. So there were no other way to go in or out. So I don't know how they could have planned better in that aspect. Now, once we got to the festival, it was not bad. We got to our parking spot, and it was probably about 1.5 mile walk from the parking spot. And granted, we weren't like way far back. We were kind of in the middle, but from our parking spot to the gates to get into the festival. So I think that maybe could have been planned better. It wasn't terrible. It would have been a lot better if I planned better shoe-wise. I did not plan accordingly on my shoes, and I should have known better. I actually ended up barefoot for the majority of the concert because my blisters were about yay big. And I made it on Barstool, A&M's Barstool, because of that, so go me. But the actual concert, when people were on stage and playing, was amazing. All of the other aspects were mediocre. The lines for the food and drink were hours long. To get food, Jack stood in line for about an hour. I thought we lost him. We didn't. We found him. No service whatsoever. That was kind of a given. I figured that was going to happen. Some people planned accordingly and brought walkie-talkies, which I thought was brilliant. but food was like $25 for a corn dog. All the drinks were about $14. It was not cheap. And to be waiting in line that long to get a $25 corn dog didn't seem right, I guess. They ran out of water. And so after running out of water, I don't know how many people actually fainted, but I do know that during Zach Bryan's actual concert, he stopped about 6 times because he could see people passing out and trying to get medics or EMS or whomever to them to help them. So I know that became a big issue. Granted, it wasn't super hot, but we're on rodeo grounds, so we're packed super tight, and it's dirt. It's just dirt that we're standing on. And so the amount of dust and dirt that has been kicked up, I ended up blowing, like after we eventually got home, I blew my nose and it came out black because there was so much dirt that I had inhaled. After the concert, we kind of waited around waiting for Jack and Keegan because we couldn't find them. They went to the restroom and then couldn't find them. They ended up actually being on the other side of the gates. So once we exited the actual concert perimeter into where you would walk out to the parking lot, they were there. But walking back wasn't fine. It wasn't until we got back to the car where you could see the amount of people waiting in line to just get onto the main road to go home. It was ridiculous. We got to the car around 11:30. We didn't leave the parking lot, like actually physically leaving the parking lot to get onto the main road until about 1 a.m. Granted, we did wait around and like purposely did not get into the lines, but no one was moving, so there wasn't a point. So we ended up sitting outside of the car, just talking. You can see a clip of Alex and Keegan playing catch with the tennis ball that we happened to have. Really good people watching during that time. At that time, most everyone was drunk on some sort of level. So watching people kind of walk back and forth, trying to find their car or trying to meet up with people that they may have lost was really funny. But overall, I had a really great experience. I know some other people didn't. So if they could, because they did say, at the station did say that they're going to be putting the same festival on next year, but it's going to be a 2-day event. So I hope that next year, if we do decide to go, and even if we don't, that they plan better and plan more accordingly. That way, as customers, our experience is a little bit better. But overall, all of these concerts have really been amazing. I truly believe, even if you don't necessarily know all of the songs of the artist or are their biggest fan, that going to a concert and being in that atmosphere where everyone has like some sort of camaraderie spirit, it's really amazing, and it's really fun to just be there. So I've had a lot of fun. I hope y'all had a lot of fun watching these videos, and hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted and taken down. Bye, love y'all.